Is your jaw clicking and popping? Are you wondering why? Check out this video. So there's three primary things that will cause clicking within the TMJ or the jaw joint. The first one that we're going to talk about is the disc. So first we're going to look at a model here and what that jaw opening looks like and where the disc is located. So in this scenario, you'll see here the jaw opens just like this. As that jaw opens, what will happen is it moves forward, it rotates and then slides. Okay, so rotate and then slides forward. Now obviously that's excessive. Now I'm going to show you where the disc sits. So if we remove the skull and we're focused here on the mandible, this little pointy part here is called the mandibular fossa, and on that mandibular fossa sits a little disc. That is the red piece. Now when we go to open our jaw, what can happen is that disc can slide forward. When it slides forward, it pops out of the little place that it's supposed to be in and then causes a click. Some people will have two clicks. So some people, the disc will be in a normal spot. They'll open their jaw, it will slide forward, and then instead of staying forward, it will actually slide back into place and click a second time. There's different names for these. The names really don't matter, but the cause of the clicking in this case is coming from the disc within the jaw itself. There are two other causes for this, and we'll get into those next. The next cause of clicking within the jaw is arthritic changes. This typically happens over the age of 55 where we start to see this, or with specific types of conditions like rheumatoid arthritis that are autoimmune. Sometimes these conditions can attack the joint and they can cause breakdown within the joint itself, and more so the bones within the joint. They can cause what's called degenerative changes. Usually it's not a clicking sound that patients will feel. They'll actually feel more of a grinding, and that typically happens right in between here. So if we were to take this jaw off, again, that mandibular condyle and where it sits within the fossa, arthritic changes happen within that joint. So as the joint goes to open and close, it gets this grinding sensation. Sometimes the grinding is painful, sometimes the grinding is not. But arthritic changes can cause joint sounds within the TMJ. The final cause of clicking and popping within the jaw joint is actually muscular. All right, so bear with me here. The TMJ has a muscle called the masseter. It's a very large, thick muscle, and it typically spans from here to here on both sides. What can happen is if one side of that masseter gets tighter than the other, as the jaw opens, it can shift over to one side. This is something that we call a C-curve. Since that muscle is pulling harder than the other side, and both sides technically need to pull at the same rate to create a normal jaw opening, if it's not pulling at the same rate, then what can happen is that disc can move out of place and you can get a little bit of a click from that. So again, the disc still is the thing that's clicking, but sometimes a muscular cause is what's leading to that click or that pop within the joint itself. So what do you do about this problem? Well, the key here is if you have jaw clicking and it's associated with pain, you get headaches, you get neck pain, you get some soreness over here on the side of your face or up into your ear, then you should probably reach out to us for a solution to the problem. However, if you have just jaw clicking but you have no neck pain, no headaches, you have no other symptoms at all, then you really don't need to worry too much about it. Sometimes we'll treat patients prophylactically to help them try to get rid of the click, but it's not always necessary. So it depends on what else is going on with the clinical picture, but if you're in doubt, you can reach out to us, send us a comment. If you like the type of content that we're putting out, let us know what else you'd like to see. Please hit the subscribe button below to follow us and for more jaw, headache, neck pain tips.